we started making names right away. And I loved it. I was robbing drug dealers, and taking their gold right off their neck. And the shit we did, who's going to call the police on you? A drug dealer?
I could identify with anything that was normal, to be honest with you. But I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
99% of the time, you're going to disagree.
Just like the Donnie Brasco situation with Lefty.
Yeah, because the reason why, they figure it this way. You brought this guy around, he ratted on everybody, now he ratted on you. You might turn around and join him and rat on us, so we get rid of you. There's no connection between there and there, and they get rid of you.
Welcome to this episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. So first off, before we get started, make sure you guys hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. What's good with you, Cadillac Jack? How are you, man? Hope you're having a great day flying to Florida in your new truck. Congratulations, man. Make sure you have a safe trip. How are you, Danielle? What's going on? So today we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. You know, the mother and son who were arrested for the first-degree murder that I talked about yesterday, they were released. They dropped all the charges. I want to know you guys' opinion on this because there's a couple of details of this case that make it like, what? So the woman was in a restaurant waiting for her food. And how are you, Cindy? So a woman's in the restaurant waiting for her food. There's a guy next to her that's waiting for his food, and they start arguing about something. The guy's telling her, shut up, don't talk to me. Just like he's telling her, like basically telling her, just get out of my face, say another word, and I'm gonna hit you, he says. Say another word. So she says another word, and he starts hitting her. Her son is sitting in the car, he gets out. He has a gun, he pulls it out, and he shoots him, kills him. But when the son comes out, right, and he goes, the guy leaves and starts walking away. The son shot him in the back. So the guy was leaving, but he already hit the kid's mom. I don't blame the kid for shooting the guy. I don't blame him, not at all. But the mother was yelling for her son to shoot the guy. And then some other guy was laughing about the situation, and she was yelling for her son to shoot him too. She's like, shoot him too. He didn't do it, but people on the scene, that's what they were saying. That the mother was yelling for the son to shoot the guy who hit her and to shoot the guy who was laughing at them. Crazy. Now, what is your opinion? Do you think all the charges should have been dropped? Today was a challenge, but I pushed through. Hey, man, every day's a challenge. You gotta get through it, man. You know I'm gonna have a show soon. Chattin with Staxx. Maybe I'll do a tattoo. You want to see the video? I'll show the video. Let's play the video. You guys can tell me what you think. All right. It was at a hot dog stand in Chicago. So this video right here shows the guy. Hold on, I'm waiting for the I'm waiting for the ad to finish playing. Make sure you guys hit the like button. If you can, donate to the channel so I could get YouTube Premium. I don't gotta watch these ads. You guys can donate through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and I appreciate every dollar that comes through my channel. I try to put it back into the community. I help out at the homeless shelter if I can. If there's birthdays for kids down there, I try to see if I can get them some toys. So if you guys want to donate to the channel, you can hit up my Cash App. It's Bill Staxx 2021, or you can donate through super chats, super stickers, all that good stuff. And I appreciate all of you. So let's get into this video.
County State's Attorney's Office said it was partially new evidence that helped lead them to this decision. Tonight, Carlisha Hood and her son are both out of jail, no longer charged as murderers. And a Chicago activist here in the city says that he believes it was cell phone video that helped lead to this decision. A violent fight turned deadly shooting at this far south side hot dog stand is now at the center of a major legal reversal. Police say as Carlisha Hood, seen here in the pink dress, was standing in line late on Sunday, June 18th, she and a man began arguing. That's when they say Hood's 14-year-old son came into the restaurant. We've blurred the boy's face.
Listen, I don't blame this kid for getting involved. Like, look, he's got his mom's back. Like, he's there. If something happens, I got your back. I feel the same way about my mother. I would jump on a grenade for anyone in my family. I wouldn't give a shit. But it's just crazy because now this kid has to go through and I want to let you guys know something else after we watch this video about the disgustingness of people in our society now. It's crazy. Let's finish this video.
Because he's a juvenile who's no longer charged with any crime. As he's watching from the doorway, police and witnesses say the man arguing with his mother, identified as Jeremy Brown, repeatedly punches Carlisha Hood in the head. The violent attack was captured on this cell phone video, which was shared on social media by a local activist and has been viewed more than 32 million times. We froze the video before the impact of the punch. Police say as his mother's being hit, Hood's 14-year-old son fired his gun repeatedly at Brown, shooting him in the back. Police say Brown ran out, and the mother and son did too, with the son still shooting.
No one else in the establishment did anything. And so once...
And that's one of the things. There were men in that hot dog stand. No one did shit. How come no one did nothing? No one intervened? No one could have stopped this guy from punching this girl? Like, come on, man. What kind of society do we live in where you're just going to let a woman get hit? I mean, if you listen to that interview that I did with Ann Bix, though, the last time I got arrested, that was me trying to save a woman, trying to get involved with some shit I had no business getting involved with. So, what's up, Paulie C? Paul C, what's up, bro? So what happened was I was on my way home from court and I see this guy punching this girl at a gas station. I jump out of the car, I run up to him. I didn't expect this dude to turn around and punch me in the face. But that's what happened. And the cops came and I ended up going to jail. So, but if you see somebody abusing your mother, or you see somebody abusing a woman out in public, do something about it. You don't have to get involved like violently. You can just hold them back, try to break it up. But I understand today's day and age, you don't want to, somebody could whip out a knife. Anything can happen.
He saw his mother being severely hit, he took action.
The two surrendered to police and were later charged with felony first-degree murder. Today, the Cook County State's Attorney dropped those charges, saying in a statement that, quote, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof. ABC 7 legal analyst Gil Sofer explains.
The state, once they got a hold of this video, saw what the defense would be, and that defense would be self-defense. Because now that the defense has a claim, a very strong one, it seems, that the shooter was acting in defense of his mother, who was being pummeled by an assailant. That's a pretty hard case to bring.
So listen to this, though. So, okay, the situation happens. There's people commenting online saying, oh, this kid should be a rapper now. He's got a body already. He should exploit that. Like, where's your judgment in even saying things like that? Like, do you think this kid is happy about doing what he did? Do you think he's happy about killing a person and taking someone else's life? I'm sure he's happy about defending his mother, but not killing someone. He shouldn't, like, brag about that. It's nothing to brag about. Like, you have to deal with that. And this kid has to deal with that. Not these people making these comments. It's crazy. It's like, where's your brain? These people. It's insane.
We did reach out to Carlisha Hood and some of her family members today, but they did not want to comment. Just now, an attorney representing the mother and son said they'll be speaking tomorrow morning about a lawsuit they plan to file. What?
Uh-oh. I mean, the mother shouldn't have been assaulted. Bottom line, someone in that establishment should have stopped it before it came to that point. But no one knows what other people are going to do. I see both sides of it, but someone should have intervened instead of that kid intervening, because now he has to deal with the consequences of taking someone's life. Yeah, maybe he doesn't have to go to prison, but he has to deal with the reality of killing somebody, you know? And it's probably not a good reality. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, there's a lot of other stories out there. Let's get into another one. Yeah, blame it all on climate change, right? Shout out to my boy Eric down there in Florida. Shout out to my boy Justice. Yo, if you guys don't know, I got some interviews dropping. I got a live one coming this weekend with Joe DeBari, the famous actor. He's been involved with tons of different things. Joe DeBari will be on my show Saturday at 11 a.m. You guys will be able to come here, ask him questions. He's going to explain what it was like getting involved with the movie business and everything else that he's involved in. Everywhere I look, I see this dude. He's all over different movies. He's always working, always grinding. Shout out to Joe DeBari. That one's going to be a live interview. I also have Stephen Gillen. Part 2 is going to be dropping at 6 o'clock today. Stephen Gillen. Part 2 will be dropping 6 o'clock today. And I have Andrew DiDonato. Part 2 will be dropping, I think, tomorrow or the next day. I also have an interview I did with Larry Mazza. I'm going to be dropping that probably tomorrow. And I have so many different interviews for you guys. I'm going to be scheduling and setting up an interview with Ignacio Esteban, former ATF agent. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and it's going to be good. Let's see what else we got in the news. So everyone knows, oh, Club Q mass shooter was sentenced to over 2,000 years in prison after families begged to lock this animal away for life. Lock him away in the depths of hell. The suspect accused of using an AR-style rifle to terrorize a Colorado LGBTQ nightclub, killing 5 people and injuring 19, pleaded guilty to 5 counts of first-degree murder, 46 counts of attempted murder. Anderson Lee Aldridge, 23, was sentenced Monday to 5 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole for the 2022 massacre in Club Q in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The judge also sentenced Aldridge to an additional 2,208 years in prison for the attempted murder charges. Aldridge also received a 4-year sentence for bias motive charge, which are act to hate crimes in other states. That is the longest sentence ever achieved in the 4th Judicial, and it's the second, to my knowledge, longest sentence ever achieved in the state of Colorado. Second only to a sentence achieved by Aurora Theater shooter case. During Monday's news conference, officials confirmed federal investigators have been open to an attack remaining ongoing. The fact the death penalty could be attached to a possible federal case was a motivator for the shooter's plea in the state case. Prosecution said. So they kind of do that. They hold they hold things over you. Like, we're going to give you the death penalty if you don't plead out to this. And then they're so scared that they do it. So he obviously pled out, and he'll spend the rest of his life in prison. You want to see what this guy looks like? Give you some context to the story. Here's what he looks like. Imagine this guy in a in a Colorado prison. Done. They're sending him to his retirement home. he ain't gonna last too long there, I don't think. But so I want to ask you guys. I know there's a lot of people out there with a lot of talent, and I need some of your talent. If anyone is interested in being involved with the project that I have working on right now, if you make beats, if you have scores, if you know how to write scores, or if you have scores, if you're an actor and you want to get involved with a project, background actors, I need a few particular people. If you have products, you want placement in any of these projects I have, you can have your product placed in to the movie. So it's product placement. If you guys have or know anyone who has a product that would like it to be featured in a film, just reach out to me, and we can get that going. But I'm trying to work with some talented people, and if you want to expand your career and add to your resume, then hit me up. And I'll be in Boston soon shooting some scenes for this movie, and I can't wait. It's going to be insane. I cannot wait to share with you guys what I've been working on. I put so much time and energy into this, And I think you guys are really gonna like it. You better like it, damn it. Anyway. Yeah, I'm making a movie. Damn right I am. Go check out my IMDb. I have an IMDb page. The project is on there. You want to look up, I'm on IMDb and IMDb Pro. I'm on both. So if you guys want to check out I'll show you. The sky's the limit with this movie making stuff, you know? So if you guys want to check out my IMDb, it's Billy Staxx, BILLYSTAXX. You guys can check out my IMDb and the projects that I've been involved with so far. You got Bobby Luisi on there. There's Ori and all this stuff. Capo Rise to Power. So I do have my project is down here somewhere. But go check it out. And I think you guys will be amazed at the storyline and everything I'm going to be putting into this movie. It's insane. And it's incredible that I'm able to do stuff like this. It's something so different from stuff that I'm used to that I'll do what it takes to make this movie happen. And if you guys want to be involved, you can be involved. Just hit me up. I'll put my email. You guys can email me at billstax2021 if you want to be involved. If you want a background role, if you want a role, I can give you a main role. I have some openings, quite a few. So if you guys want to be, are you interested in being a part of this project, just hit me up. And if you're not, that's cool too. But let's see what else we got going on in the news. Seems like it's been crazy out there. That submarine, total bullshit. It's been a lie this whole time. They knew that submarine collapsed and they all died on Sunday. They all knew it. Everyone knew it. And still, the media went with the narrative that they were still alive and they're running out of oxygen and all this shit. It's really, really disgusting that the media would do that and to turn their back on the stories that really need to be out there. It's crazy. Like what world are we living in where the media is not even telling you the information that you need to know? They're holding it back. It's crazy. There's so many things that's been going on in the news. Then all you hear about is this damn submarine that no one cares about. What about the 900 people who died in a boat sinking outside of Greece? They don't even talk about that. These people were refugees. They were fleeing their countries because of war and different things like that. They weren't going to visit a shipwreck. It's crazy. It says right here, Jeffrey Epstein likely rehearsed his suicide on July 23rd, but he is still left to accomplish the real thing weeks later, federal inspectors found. What? He likely rehearsed his suicide weeks before he died. Epstein was placed on suicide watch, but was later left unmonitored and access lines to his cell. The reports are a number of errors from jail staff, including significant misconduct. These dudes were sleeping, allegedly. Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in federal prison on August 10, 2019, but had likely rehearsed the act just weeks earlier in a botched attempt that went largely unaddressed within the jail. According to the Inspector General's report released Tuesday, the report revealed that the Metropolitan Correctional Center, where Epstein was detained on S charges, had evidence that Epstein had made an attempt, yet still made several series of missteps that later resulted in his ultimate The jail psychologist had determined that Epstein likely rehearsed it in early morning hours on July 23rd, 2019. The report said guards heard noises from his cell around 1:27 a.m. And Epstein's cellmate told Epstein had attempted to off himself. Staff observed Epstein lying on the floor with a piece of orange cloth tied around his neck on July 23rd. He initially told staff that his cellmate tried to kill him, but the cellmate told the staff that he felt something hit his leg while he was sleeping. The cellmate said he then turned on the light and saw Epstein with a string around his neck. According to the Inspector General's report, psychologists said that there were three potential explanations for the 23rd incident. Either Epstein and his cellmate were gaming the system to get something they wanted that they were not getting. Epstein was rehearsing this, or the cellmate had assaulted him. The report said that the chief psychologist believed the third option was less plausible, given Epstein later told he wanted to be housed with the cellmate. Although Epstein initially was placed on S watch on the 23rd incident, investigators within the jail determined that by August 2nd, that there was insufficient evidence to determine that he wanted to harm himself. So he was denied psychologists that he was going to do anything to himself. His body was discovered around 6:30 a.m. on August 10th. So he went from S watch on August 2nd to August 10th is when he did this. So 8 days later, about a week and a day later, they found his body at 6:30 a.m. August 10th after staff attempted to deliver breakfast but did not receive a response. They unlocked the cell door and found him hanging in the cell. One end of the piece of orange cloth was tied around his neck. The other end was tied to a top portion of the bunk in his cell. The report documented that a number of errors from staff, including insufficient misconduct, poor judgment, and job performance failure, provided Epstein ample opportunity to complete a second attempt. For instance, staff members allowed him to hoard excess prison blankets linens, and clothing in his cell, even after the July 23rd attempt. He also was left unmonitored and alone in the cell that evening of August 9th. The guards were supposed to be monitoring him, spent much of that evening shopping online and sleeping, federal prosecutors said. They were charged with falsifying jail records because they said that they were monitoring him. Both jail guards took plea deals to avoid jail time. So they went to jail for this shit. Wild. Yeah, they killed him. I think they did. The sub was doomed. It was only a matter of time. Just happened to be unlucky ones in it when it happened. Crazy. It only takes 6 hours to get to where the Titanic is. So how do they not know where it is? They knew exactly where it was when the signal was lost, right? So they knew where it was this whole time. Illuminati written all over it. Got that right. They love taking people on roller coaster rides. They really do, man. It's insane. Punches could have been deadly, defending his mom. But in a city with no self-defense laws, it's hard on gun rights. It is, man. People are like doing crazy things. What's his name? Let's talk about this. We got a bunch of shit to talk about today. Boosie's out of prison. We know that. Kodak Black. Kodak Black has turned himself in. Guess what? Kodak Black got bond. Guess who else got bond? Quando Rondo got bond. $250,000 bond. Quando Rondo is allegedly the leader of the Rolling 60s Crip gang. He got bond. Guns and drugs. And he got bond. Just like Boosie. What do you think's going on there? Give you a guess. Squeak, squeak. It's insane. The level of shit that these people, it's just crazy. Crazy, man. Shout out to Ambic. Go check out my interview with him. I've had him on my show. You can check out the interview I did with him over here. And go check out the interview I did with him at his studio. Came out really good. So what's good with everyone? What you guys is playing today? I think it's gonna rain here. Not really sure, but we got a lot of plans. I've been working on a show for you guys about the 5 families of New York City. So I've really been working on that. I'm gonna edit it, finish getting it edited for you guys. It's got a lot of overlaid videos and pictures, and I'm explaining. It's not a robot voice. It's my voice. It's me explaining the 5 families and how they were introduced, how they were formed, the commission, all of it. So I'm working on that right now for you guys. And I have a bunch of interviews I'm going to be dropping. Let me see. Here, I'll play a clip of the next Andrew DiDonato interview. All right, let's get it. This episode of Chattin with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Andrew DiDonato.
Because, you know what, if he was able to get away with, whether they chased him, whether he ran like a deer, whether he walked away with his head high, whatever it may be, if he's not doing that shit no more, and he's providing for his family, that he's doing what he's supposed to do, God bless. That's how I see it, bro.
Did you have a close, were you close with Junior?
No, me and Junior, listen, just so you know this, right? In the street, ain't nobody seen Junior in the street, bro. Junior wasn't a street guy. Junior was in a position because of who his father was, plain and simple.
And he was always being surveilled, right? The police are always around him.
Yeah, but he's around him because of his father, but he wasn't a street guy, bro. He was a fucking guy who, listen, his father was his father, and that was it. He was living his life, doing his thing. He got some opportunities because of his father, and he ran with him, and he did what he had to do. But, you know, it wasn't like you were going to go out on a score and fucking Junior was coming with you.
Yeah.
It wasn't like you were going to go kick somebody's door down with a gun in your hand and Junior was going to come with you.
Bam! And there's a lot more. It's an in-depth interview. I ask him quite a few questions, and we get to the bottom of it. And he talks a lot about Nikki Carrazzo and all of his dealings with them. So if you guys like this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe. If you don't, then fuck it, go smash your phone, throw it out the window. But I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. If you can, donate towards the show. I want to take it to another level, and I need your help. Can't do this all by myself. I want to be able to go places and do different things, and I can't when I'm, you know, trying to get all this done by myself. It's a lot of work. So if you guys want me to take this, I'll just shut the stream down. That's it. I'm going to keep giving you content regardless. But if you guys would like to donate, you can. And if not, it's all good. But if you guys like this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, put it on all so you get all my videos. And there's a lot to watch. I think I have over 1,500 interviews. And I'm just getting started. And remember, don't be a bitch.